Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Awakened Healing Podcast. I'm Caitlin, your guide on this journey toward holistic healing. And today we embark on an exploration that unveils not only profound connection between mind, body, and soul, but also the four musts on your healing journey. First, let me quickly introduce this podcast and who I am, because this is indeed the first episode. I'm so excited. I'm Caitlin Stremble. I'm an ex-burned out marketing agency owner who spent 7 years building a wildly successful business, but a business that was not aligned with my life's work and my soul's calling. It was built, I would say, from a place of ego and from what others just wanted from me. And it took severe burnout. It took two very life-altering and life-threatening events with my children, autoimmune disease, and a lot more for me to finally realize my life was totally out of whack and it was taking a toll on my health and my lifestyle and who I was. And for those of you who are obsessed with all things astrological and celestial, I am a 3-5 emotional Manny Gen, a manifesting generator in human design. And my big three are Aries, Libra, and Gemini. Would love to know what yours are too. So through this podcast, we'll embark on a fascinating exploration of how healing our minds and our emotions and our spirit can significantly impact our overall frequency, leading to remarkable physical and non-physical transformation. I am passionate about sharing insights that empower you yourself to break free from the shackles of disease, the shackles of whatever's keeping you down, whether it's shedding stubborn weight, alleviating burnout, finding your purpose, or overcoming various pains and ailments in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. But this podcast isn't just about theories and concepts. It's about real lived experiences. I want to share with you my personal journey of healing. I battled infertility, PCOS, eczema, autoimmune disease, depression, and I've cleared 95% of all that away. So through this podcast, I'll unveil and I'll unravel these layers of my own healing process, providing you with a roadmap and for ideas for your own transformative journey. Because this really is tapping into your intuition and figuring out what is best for you, what feels good for you to move forward with. It's incredible how healing the mind and emotions can have a ripple effect on our physical well-being. I've witnessed firsthand the profound changes that occur when we address the root causes of our struggles, not just put on that Band-Aid. And as we navigate through these episodes, you'll discover practical tools, ancient wisdom, and modern insights that can truly catalyze your own healing journey. And so I invite you to join me every other week as we dive into soulful conversations, interviews, and guided meditations. Awakened Healing is more than just a podcast. It's a sanctuary for those seeking a holistic approach to well-being, where mind, body, and soul dance harmoniously in the symphony of life. I know for me, when I was first on my healing journey, I felt that my body had failed me, that the medical field had failed me, that everything had failed me. And I really had to pick myself up piece by piece and figure this out. And so if that's what you're down for, let's walk together and come join me on this journey. It's very nice to meet you. And honestly, whatever you have questions on, if there are topics that you want to hear about, check the show notes, reach out. We are here to listen to you and to provide you with what you're looking for to help you on your journey. All right, so let's get into the 4 musts on your own healing journey. I'm going to go through each one, explain why they are needed and how they interweave together, because they do. And for me personally, and for most of my clients, it takes all 4 categories to transform and to have a deeply transformative life and experience in your healing. All right, so let's start with the foundation. Number 1 is physical healing. This is about nourishing your body with the right fuel and movement. Movement is essential. So imagine a garden. You know, your body is a garden. To bloom, it needs proper soil, it needs proper sunlight. Similarly, your body thrives with balanced nutrition and exercise. And this just isn't about weight loss, it's about vitality, strength, resilience. Sleep is a big part of this. Asking and listening to what your physical body needs is a part of this too. And you should be doing that every day. Um, for instance, knowing what foods your body reacts to in a positive and negative way is really important. Finding an exercise routine that resonates with you, getting out in nature. Nature is so healing on all of these levels that we're going to talk about today. But first, you have to physically get out there. The earth emits a frequency that is healing. And if we are out there barefoot, we can calibrate. We can calibrate to that frequency for our own healing. Sunlight allows us to take in healing codes. It also helps us sleep at night. So, it's not about these extreme things, but it's about creating sustainable habits that support your overall well-being. If you're dealing with self-betrayal, it helps you kind of build up that self-trust again. All right, number 2, emotional healing. Our emotions are like colors on a palette, painting the canvas of our lives. We need all of the colors. They are all good. We don't want to suppress them. We also don't want them to, run wild, because that can disrupt, that can bleed out the masterpiece. Emotional healing is about acknowledging, processing, and releasing so nothing gets stuck. Emotions are produced in the body, and if we are not listening to them and releasing them and asking them what the lesson is we're supposed to learn, they do get stuck in our body, and that creates imbalance and disease. And for emotional healing, there are so many modalities out there, and we're going to dive deep into all of the most transformative ones on this podcast. But for now, if you want something now to get started, is just to make sure that you are you're allowing yourself and giving yourself space to feel the emotions, and to give yourself space on this journey. So many times we wake up, we set our alarm for the last second, then we get up, we're rushing around, we're stuffing food in our face, and we're running out to work. There is no space, there's no time. We come home and again, we stuff our face, maybe we work out, we put kids to bed, and then we sit in front of the TVs. That is not space, because it is a way of just numbing out. We need to make sure that we are turning inward and feeling into those edges, feeling into those emotions so we can release them. The third pillar here is mental healing. Our thoughts are powerful architects of our reality. And if you've ever noticed how negative thoughts can manifest physically, I swear, the people that I know in my life, there's a few that I have that I won't mention, but I fully believe that their situation is made worse because they are only looking at the positive and feeling that life is just steamrolling them, instead of taking in that lesson and looking for the little glimmers of positivity. Mental healing literally physically rewires our neural pathways, and it helps cultivate possibility and positivity. And if we embrace a growth mindset, everything else follows behind that. It also supports our emotional healing. It helps us release anger that's been brewing in us or other emotions. And it helps with self-forgiveness and forgiving others. It clears the mind so we can focus on what matters to us. A great example of what I've been taught by my mentor is, if you're going in for brain surgery, do you want the surgeon to be thinking about a fight that he had with his or her spouse the night before? Or do you want his brain and mind clear and focused to work on you? The same goes with you. Do you want a clear mind when you are going in and running your business or going into your work or interacting with your partner and your children? That stuff really matters. My favorite modality here is RRT, rapid resolution therapy. This is a healing that I have healed myself with. I also use in my healing sessions with my clients. It is fast, it is life-changing. We'll have a whole topic about that in an episode, but look into it. It is incredible if you are looking to rewire your mind. Affirmations are great. I don't fully love them unless they're hidden under subliminals because it can bypass your logical mind. Mindfulness practices are really good. Just challenging your limiting beliefs can be really potent tools in this area. And it's about staying curious about your thoughts without judgment. And when you can do that, you can change your thoughts. When you can change your thoughts, you can literally change your life. So the fourth one, last but not least, energetic healing. Picture your body as an energy field. Disruptions in this field can lead to physical and emotional issues and physical. It all comes down to all of this. Balancing your energy involves practices like meditation, Reiki, other, energy healings. Again, spending time in nature. Nature is everything. We are nature. We forget that. So for us to be out in nature is so healing. Energy healing can open up your chakras so energy can flow. It helps clear out your aura, which attracts people and experiences and things to you. Everything you do is magnetizing something to you. Are you magnetizing the not so great stuff, or are you magnetizing the abundance? So energy is flowing, things are moving, emotions are being cleared out when we do this. It helps you also attune to your intuition. Intuition has been the number one driver in my personal healing journey. I am dead set and will die on the hill that everybody should focus on really strengthening their intuition. It's there for a purpose. It's helped us survive when the caveman days, and now it's still here, but everything else, our logic mind and all the outside external factors have really disconnected us from our intuition. Connect that and you're off to a great start. So just imagine how meditation can calm your mind, how this energy healing can bring clarity to your thoughts and in turn positively affect your emotions. This is all a harmonious dance where each element supports and enhances the others. And if one is off, the rest are off. If, your mindset's not there, everything else follows. If energetically you're not there, if, your chakras are stuck, you will see the physical ailments in that. And for me personally, all of this has changed my healing of all the things that I talked about before, my relationship, how I interact with my children, how I give and receive compliments and money. And it allows me just to settle into a place where I can direct my kids and respond to my kids and respond to life in a very emotionally aligned and regulated way instead of reacting and overreacting. And from these 4 pillars, I've truly found an inner peace in me, a feeling of inner completion. So for your homework or, your ritual, I would sit down with the journal and go over these 4 categories. See where you're doing really well. See, maybe, there's one thing in each that you can improve. Start with one. Do it every day. Set alarms so you do it until it becomes a habit, then move on to the next one. These baby steps, if you take baby steps every day for the next 3 years, even just a year, I promise you, you will look back at the end of 2024 and not recognize yourself. All right, that is it for today. Again, I am Caitlin. I am honored to be your guide on this path to awakened healing, your comrade, your friend. I am here. Make sure you subscribe and share. And if you're desiring to go deeper in any of this, check out the show notes for my Awakened Healing Hub with tools to help you along your journey, including subliminals, hypnosis, meditations, and just theoretical points of view that help rewire that subconscious mind. Happy healing, my loves.